The movie is like 2012 when the world goes all that, and then it's like it's just catastrophic events, you know, and it's like all of the other doomsday type movies and scenarios and biblical and Quranic history. This is actually that time. I mean, for instance, there's a famous saying in Western history about Emperor of Nero of Rome, that Nero fiddled while Rome burned. Now, that don't mean that well, he might have did it. It might have been so crazy to him that he took out his fiddle and started playing while Rome is burning. But that, I want you to think of all of the those traumatic periods in history, especially in the Bible and the Quran, and the Quran, definitely in the Quran, when it gets to a point in history that they send a prophet, peace be upon them all, and they have to deal with the people, and then that if we don't do this, that is going to happen. You know, whether it was Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, whatever it was, the people were sent to a certain area. The only thing is, except for the flood of Noah, prophets were sent to a certain region, a certain region. And Saleh was sent to a people who, Saleh, like if you ever saw the Ten Commandments, when Moses went in exile, he was staying with a people. They were monotheistic, if you remember. They were monotheistic. And the conversation every now and then would go like, God lives on that mountain, and then Jethro, whoever it was, would respond that God can't, that's limiting. But then Moses was brought there, and he said, "Take your shoes off. You on sacred ground." And then he got the message. Well, his message was the message that those people needed at that time to bring them out of the bondage and the slavery that they were in. And one of our favorite personalities is Yusuf. And Yusuf was raised up, and Allah gave him the ability to, let's call it, he had the ability to forecast things, to predict things. He had it down pat. He had it down pat. So he's a great historical figure. And those two, first of all, for myself, I chose for myself the name Moses. But also in our historical passings, discussions, and writings and tapings, we focus a lot on Yusuf. Because Yusuf alayhi salam had to have, or he had, the strong characteristics of forgiveness, the ability to set things behind, and deal with what we're dealing with now. And this is the same thing when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they took over Mecca in the 8-year Hijrah, the people asked him, now they've been rolling on him all along, well, what you gonna do with us now that you've taken over and everything? He said, I say the same thing to you that Yusuf said to his brothers, La tatraba, no reproach. There's no reproach this day, you know what I mean? In other words, both of these, that was things that had to be done, right? And vengeance, meanness, and hatred and all of that would get in the way. You couldn't do none of, with what Egypt, we're getting ready to have 7 good years right now. It's coming up. Just get right out there and it'll be right by it. Don't worry about it. That's getting ready to happen. Then you're going to have 7 bad years. Bad years. So you're going to have discipline. Right? This discipline, self-control, management, all of those things you're going to need right now. Because this is not going to be a local problem. This is going to be a regional at best. That whole region. That's why people was coming from all over that part of the world, right? To Egypt, because it was known that Egypt could look out for you. That's why Joseph and Yusuf's brothers came. They came from Canaan, way down the way, to Egypt, right? And we know the story. Here we are in the 21st century. What does history, what does scriptures, how does it unfold to us? And when are we in a scriptural dispensation? You know, I mean, it takes, okay, I'll put it this way. You got people right now, they say, well, California is burning down, right? And they're in a 20-year cycle of flood. They had 2-3 good years, the last 20, where a little bit of water came in California. But it didn't pull them out of that. They're into a power dive of drought. And California right now, technically, especially north, this is the hottest time of the year for California. Because I remember every time school started, it was always, in Oakland, it would get 90 or 100. One time it was 105 degrees. That's the time when school starts. So it's good to be from there because other parts of the country, that's not the time when it gets real hot. But in Oakland, because Oakland is Northern California, don't get hot Oakland is... In the Bay, some of the best weather in the world is in San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah. Because see, it's surrounded by hills. And that coolness coming off the ocean is trapped in those hills. I mean, when you go, if you take a 15-minute drive from Oakland over those hills, you go into the valley. And that valley, you can go from 75 degrees in Oakland to 100 degrees in 15 minutes. All you do is go over those little hills around. They trap everything. They trap that good weather. And like right now, it's getting to be, for here, September is like California weather or Northern California weather. You could notice that the humidity is beginning to go away. But it's still going to be for another month or two, a month and a half. Now, the best days on the East Coast is mid-October. And the people who have demonstrations, they study the weather. And they try to have their demonstrations around October 15th, 16th, and all that. Why? Because it's going to be 75 degrees, probably. So that means between 70 and 80 degrees. That's perfect weather for demonstration. It's not going to rain, probably. And wherever you come from, you right in the, if you come from where it's hot, you're happy to be here. If you come from where it's getting cold, you're happy to be here because this is a climate that's almost perfect for this. So what I'm trying to mention is the different temperatures and climates and what have you has a lot to do with us as human beings, like it do with animals. If you listen to the news, Lake Tahoe, boy, that is a beautiful area. I mean, it's headed toward Reno. It's up in the Sierra. Those are beautiful mountains, 5,000-6,000 feet high. That's about it. They have snow on them a lot. And that snowpack is what holds the water for California for that long summer that they're getting ready to have. Remember, here we got 4 seasons. California, that part has 2 seasons, the wet season and the dry season. That's all you have. You don't have like 4 seasons. Like here, you got winter, and it's serious winter. In California, you don't have no winter where it's like you just well up in the mountains and what have you do. But otherwise, you don't have no like you just gonna freeze to death. You can wear certain kind of clothes in California most of the time. That's why oranges can grow in California. Oranges can grow in New Mexico. They can grow in a lot of places out there. But they can't grow here because of the climate. You just can't grow oranges and grapefruits here, but you can grow them in Texas, you can grow them in California, and they have a few orange groves in Arizona. But anyway, what did I say the title of the program? The Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. That's the title of today's talk. If you heard the news yesterday, it talked about mass extinctions. Well, this was definitely on the one that comes from Iran. What's that? Press TV? But it's really happening. They're talking about, the scientists say that there'll be a mass, they're having right now a mass extinction of certain types of flies and animals. And once they're gone, you can't get them back. They're having that right now, a mass extinction. Okay. When you turn on all the news that you get from anywhere right now is not tranquility. Is that out here? It's not tranquility and peace and what have you. If you're getting your news from Europe, it's hotter in Europe than it's been at I don't know when. It was a couple of years hotter a few years back, but it's hot in Europe. If it's coming from Greenland, up north, wherever the news is coming from, the news from Russia, the news in Russia, Siberia of all places. They're having heat waves in Siberia. And Siberia is a part of Russia where they used to send a lot of the Muslims from the Caucasus and what have you to Siberia. Because the Caucasus is a nicer weather than Siberia is just like getting sent to the North Pole. And they're having heat waves in Siberia right now. To most people, if they turn on the news Just the news. If the news is coming from the West Coast, it is burning so bad, and each year it's worse. And they're not burning up a little bit. One fire going on out there, it's already consumed as much as, is it Rhode Island or one of the states up there? See, the states out here are smaller. Yeah, to go from here to New York, we got to go through 4 states. You can drive you can drive technically all day in Texas and all night, and you just getting from one place to another. If you leave El Paso on I-10, it's going to take you to get to San Antonio a long time, and you're not going to get to Houston till almost way up in the next day, and to get over